Let's see if you can stay with this one to the end. You might see yourself reflected here. So please share to keep these stories alive. Once when the world was younger, there was a young boy, and he had goodness in his heart. He was sweet, and he was kind, and he was loving, and he was giving, and he was sensitive. One day he angered his father, and he felt fear. Did not wish to anger his father. His father set about explaining to him how to be a man. So the boy took note of this and said, okay, I am not a man, and I must be a man so as to not anger my father. So he went into his home and he created a mask. This mask is the man my father wishes me to be. So now I can put it on. But he found wearing this mask, he disappointed his mother, and his mother cried. And he felt hurt and sorrow. So his mother went about explaining to him how to be a good man, a gentle, kind, and loving man. The boy took note of this, so he went into his home and he created a mask. This is the man that my mother wishes me to be. Good. He made a friend and got in a fight with that friend, and his friends set about telling him what kind of man that he wished to have as a friend. So the boy went into his home and created another mask. Well, now he had 3 masks he had to juggle. So he fashioned himself a bag he could wear upon his shoulders to keep these masks. He made his sister cry. So he fashioned another mask. He felt shamed by the elders when he made a mistake, so he fashioned another mask. He met a girl and she rejected him. Oh, and that one hurt. So he fashioned another mask. He fashioned the mask of the warrior, the mask of the hunter, the mask of the gentle, quiet man. And throughout his life, he kept fashioning these masks, each one fashioned after he felt something that caused him pain. Whether it was fear, hurt, sorrow, guilt, shame, anger, disappointment, hatred, rejection, abandonment. It got to the point where he had a mask for just about everyone. And he carried them all in the sack upon his shoulders. And that sack grew heavy, especially once he married and had children. Now he had to be everything to everyone. And sometimes the mask didn't fit for the person he had fashioned it for. So he would try to wear 2 masks. And this blinded him. He couldn't see out when he was trying to put on 2 masks. He tried a third. 3 masks. I can be the loving father, the gentle husband, and the strong warrior all at once. But he couldn't see. And over time, he could not be alone. He had to always be busy, always be doing. Because every time he was alone, he felt something inside. This tension, this compression, this hurt, this density, this darkness. And when the silence grew, the pain and the darkness inside grew. And he would try on all the masks, one after the other, trying to wear 2, trying to wear 3, trying different combinations. Just anything. I have to get it right. And he began to get sick and worn down. The weight of the masks was too heavy. The constant juggling of mask after mask. The fear that it inspired. What if I put on the wrong mask? Grew too much. As his body sickened, he began to get slower. And he began to not be able to suppress the mask of the angry, hateful, spiteful, perceived powerful man. And when that mask came out, his children and his wife would shrink away from him. And so he grew sicker. One day, they called the medicine man. For the pressure of his heart was so high. The sickness in his belly was so painful. This twisted tension thing that we now know to be anxiety would spark and overwhelm him, so his mind would not work. And the medicine man came and sat with him, examined him, and then he looked deeply through the mask into the man beneath and said, "Who are you? What do you want?" Terror overtook him as he realized he didn't know. He didn't know anymore who he was. He didn't know what he wanted. Who had asked him? He was what everyone else wanted. He fumbled over himself. Oh, I'm a strong man. I'm a kind man. I'm a giving man. I'm a strong man. I'm a loving man. I'm a father, and I'm a brother, and I'm a son, and I'm all of these things. The medicine man shook his head. "Who are you?" The young man reached into his pack and began fumbling with the masks, and they fell at his feet. The medicine man picked one up and said, "Ah, I see. This is not you." "Oh, but it is. It is me. See, this is the mask I wear when my mother is around." "No, this is not you. You must search inside for who you really are, because none of these masks are you. And every time you put one on, you betray yourself." And the young man understood why the sickness in his body, why the pressure, why the pain. But it was terrifying for him to think of getting rid of those masks. For it's all he knew. It's all he had ever been. He had cultured each and every one of them so perfectly, so distinctly. They were beautiful and they were amazing and they were useful. How can I put these down? The medicine man told him, "You must visit the fire so it may clean away everything, so that you may find the truest of yourself." "Oh, but they will reject me. They don't want me. I do vaguely remember a time when I was me, when I was young, and I hurt people. That is why I built the masks." "Oh, you hurt people? Or were they hurt by themselves?" "What? No, I did make my mother cry." "Yes, but why?" "Well, because I wasn't who she wanted me to be. I did wrong." "Oh. So because she wanted you to be someone other than you were, this is what you did." And what about your voice? Who do you want to be? The medicine man rose and told him, "You know the way. The rest for you is now choice to let go or to hold on." So the man sat in silence for quite some time. And finally, realizing he no longer wished to be sick because he couldn't serve his family, himself, or anyone in sickness, he said, "I will face my fear." And so he built a great fire and sat in front of the fire and took out each mask, but he couldn't throw it in the fire. So he took the time to sit with each and share his gratitude with each for everything that he had learned from wearing that mask, to thank it for what it is, and realized that it was indeed just a mask. It wasn't who he was. And one by one, he would honor, find thanks, and find the gift in each. And he would throw it into the fire. And the fire would engulf it. Sparks would fly off. And he realized that these sparks left behind an awareness in him that so many pieces of these masks was the real him. So he grew excited. Mask after mask, he honored found the gift in, threw into the fire, collected the sparks, until only one remained. This one, the who he felt he had to be, so that he wouldn't be rejected, so that he wouldn't be alone. And he saw the loneliness of that mask reflected in the empty eyes of the thing. And his body bent double as he grieved, and his heart finally broke, and the waters of truth began to spill forward, cleansed him. He allowed himself to feel all the feelings that he had never allowed himself to feel before, because everything had been trapped beneath the masks. He grieved, and he grieved, and he cried to the heavens, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." And he heard an answer, "I forgive you." But with astonishment, he realized that that answer was not coming from Creator. It was coming from within him. And so he sat and turned his prayer inward. "I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't know how much I was hurting you. Forgive me. I forgive you." And he threw the last mask into the fire. Whoosh, there it went. And he lay beneath the fire, staring into it, empty, wondering if this emptiness was good or bad, until finally he let go of even the wonder, because the emptiness was just what was. Finally he realized, through the spark of a love within him, that in that emptiness he could create whatever it is he wanted. He could be who he wanted to be, the real and true version of himself, and to walk amongst his family. No one rejected him. They looked at him curiously. "Oh, you've changed." But no one left him. No one abandoned him. No one hurt him. No one was ashamed of him. Instead, they celebrated, because they finally got to know him. The wind kicks up during this story to blow all of it away. We all have masks, but when we wear them all the time, we hide who we really are. So yes, there will be doubt. Does that person actually care about me? For me? Do they love me? For me? Do they want to be around me? For me? Do they value me? For me? And we have that doubt because it is justified. You value the mask, and I know you value the mask. So of course I will have fear that you don't value the real me. And the only solution to this fear, to this worry, and to this pain is to find out. Fear is the emotion that we feel when something is unknown. And it doesn't go away until we make the unknown known. Who you are under the masks is who you were always meant to be. It's how you were created. Everything else is fashioned for protection. And if we live a life constantly protecting ourselves, and how will we ever know what it feels like to have safety, security coming from within? So much love, relatives. Burn your masks and show the light, the truth of who you really are to the world, and find out that you've always been loved for you. Have a beautiful day.